Hello and welcome to another video from Miles Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that's now fairly old, but has become very rare and difficult to find, especially in this mint unopened condition. But we are looking at today the 2009 release by Hasbro from their Star Wars The Clone Wars series of action figures and playsets. And this particular item we are looking at today is of the Republic Fighter Tank as it appeared in Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now, The Clone Wars was a 3D animated television series which ran from October 2008 through to March 2013. There was, I think, 133 episodes that was produced over a period of 7 seasons, and each episode was between 20 to 25 minutes long, so they were shorts, but the whole of the series was set in between Star Wars Attack of the Clones and Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. It was that time period when the Clone Wars was going on. Okay, so this is the item in front of us. And the front of the box, it says Star Wars The Clone Wars. And it's got firing blaster cannons. Package converts to diorama, see bottom for details. And Republic Fighter Tank. And it's got warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years old. You've got the Hasbro logo on the bottom right hand corner. And it says product shown in fantasy situation. And you got ages 4 and up, and it's 89316 and assortment number 87870. Okay, that is the front of the box. Let's just spin the box around and let's see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the box around. This is what we've got on the back, and my god, this looks awesome. So it says Republic Fighter Tank. For ground combat vehicles, the TX-130S Republic Fighter Tank has few equals. Though generally manned by a clone pilot and gunner, the vehicle's speed and maneuverability respond well to the force-enhanced skills of a Jedi commander. The tank is armed with a turret, mounted laser cannon, and dual heavy cannons that can fire concussion missiles. And there you can see it says firing cannons just over here. You can see one shooting out. Rotating turret at the back there, rolling wheels, opening top hatch, doors open to fit figures, and that's the side doors here. I'm assuming they're talking about there, and storage compartments at the side there. It says look for these other great Star Wars vehicles, each sold separately. So you've got Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, the Vulture droid, and the Clone Turbo Tank. And it says the Clone Wars includes vehicles, projectiles, and instructions. Some poses may require additional support. Product and colours may vary. Retain its packaging for future references. 2009 Lucasfilms Limited. Copyright TM were indicated. All rights reserved. Hasbro, Pawtucket, Florida. And it's got trademarks Hasbro Canada and so on. Made in China. And not suitable for children under 3 years old, may contain small parts and maybe a choking hazard. Then you've got the logos and the web address at the bottom right hand side. Okay, that is the back of the box. I just want to turn the box around. Let's have a look at what we got printed on the side. Okay, so I've turned the box to the side. Well, it's actually the top of the box really, or bottom of the box really, and it says how to assemble your Star Wars vehicle diorama. So remove vehicle from diorama inside package, remove tape from diorama, remove tabs from slots and fold down sides and bottom, reverse folds on sides to show decorated sides, reverse folds on bottom to show decorated sides, insert tabs into slots as shown, use tape not included for additional security. So that gives you your display. Star Wars Clone Wars, and you've got again the CE and logos and so on, proof of purchase, Republic Fighter Tank, and all the manufacturer's information at the bottom. And if I just turn the box over to the top, again we've got Star Wars Clone Wars Republic Fighter Tank, and there's a nice image of the tank. And if we turn the box to the side, we just come out a little bit. And again, it's the same image there Star Wars, the Clone Wars, and at the bottom there you can see it says Republic Fighter Tank, and I think that's the same on the other, just a slightly different colour. That may be because the box may have faded slightly on one side. Okay, that is the box. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the box. I'm going to take the model out and let's have a good look at it outside of the box. Okay, so I've removed the item from the box. This is what we've got. So this is the instruction sheet that comes with the model. And it says, there is a little bit of assembly to do. So you've got to attach the projectile launcher to the sides of the vehicle, as shown here. Attach the turret to the vehicle, as shown here. So we've got a turret that goes on there. And these projectiles must go on the sides here. Insert projectiles into launchers, there we go, and press button to fire. So that's the projectiles and that's the launchers that attach to the side here. And it says hatch opens and holds one figure, sold separately. So I just had the hatch open, so that's the hatch open. And it says doors open and hold two figures. Okay, so, oh, I see. So there's doors here that open, and it holds two figures. Okay, maybe the doors opens and hold two figures. Okay, so these are the side doors here. I don't know where, oh, there we go. So those doors open, that's it. So that's the top doors that open and the figures sit inside. Okay, that's the instructions. Let's move that out of the way. What's this? This is this is the Clone Wars toy catalogue from 2009, and where you can build all your clone army. There's Transformers there as well. So it's not just all about transforming Star Wars characters. There we are. That's interesting. Again, the vehicles. Obviously, there's this one here, and there's the big tank. But yeah, so it literally is all Star Wars from the Clone Wars. Spot the difference there. And that's all your tick-off chart to say whether you collect them all. So, okay, that's a nice little book that comes with the model. So let's see if we can remove this model from... Does it actually... Oh, okay, so that looks like it does come away. There we go. I'm just going to... I've just taken that out. I am hoping I can get all this back together again. So let's just move some of this out of the way. Okay, so I have taken it off of the board. The only thing I've left on the board here is these the shooting sections and the turrets that go on the sides, because they're all strapped onto the board, and I'm going to have to rip them to get them off. So I'm not going to do that. We're not going to put them on, but we'll have a look at the rest of the model without them. So this is the model itself. I'll say the turrets go on, the shooting weapons go onto the sides here. There's holes and they just push in, and then you've got the gun which sits onto the front of the turret there, and that turret gun actually rotates. That's the flap that opens up, and you can see there's a seat inside there, and a controlled area for a figure, and then you've got this area inside where two figures can sit. I hope you can see that, which is where you would sit your figures who are driving the actual vehicle. So let's close that down. I've left the backdrop on the back there, so that's what the display would look like. At the moment, it's not. Obviously, you've got to adjust things to make it work, and change things and click tabs into position. So I just wanted to show you what that backdrop would look like. So if you're going to display the model, that's what it would look like. So I'm just going to now move that out of the way so that I can show you more on the actual model itself. Okay, so here we are. So on the bottom, if I look at the bottom, we've got the wheels there, which obviously rotate, so it does have free rolling wheels. It is a nice design model, and as you can see, The cargo hold in area has got a nice design in there, showing more missiles and what have you. And they just flip open, flip closed. So the access point for the figures, again, I say they just lift up and close back down again. And the hatch at the top, same thing. If I can keep it, oh, there we go. If I can get it up, there we go. And that's the hatch for the top. Okay, size-wise, measurements, we are looking at 30 centimeters. So it's 12 inches long, 30 centimeters. Width-wise, we are looking at, from the widest point, we are looking at 22 centimeters. And height-wise, if we're going to measure from the bottom, really the bottom of the wheel, to the top of the hatch, we're looking at about 11 centimeters. So that gives you an idea of the size. And as I say, it is a very, very nice design. It's a shame I can't put the working guns on, the working cannons on the model. But that's it. I'd have to open the bag and destroy the packaging, and I've no intention of doing that, because I mean it is such a nice mod. These items always look so good when they first come out of the box. Before you do anything with them, before you put anything together, they just look absolutely incredible, and this one is no exception. I think it's a fantastic model, and it's exactly like the version that we see on in the television series. Okay, how well did these do? Well, yeah, they've done okay. Compared to obviously the merchandise that was spawned from the movies, that obviously done so much better than the merchandise from the Clone Wars TV series. And I think that's really because it had more of a following. The films were iconic, where the TV show was a 3D animated show, so the merchandise really wasn't attracted to everybody that the movie merchandise was attracted to. So unfortunately, the Clone War merchandise didn't do as well as one would have hoped, or I'm sure Hasbro would have hoped when they produced them. But even so, there were some terrific figures and accessories and models and ships that they produced for the Clone Wars. To me, some of them were the best ever produced by Hasbro. I was thinking, when you look at things like the huge turbo tank, I mean, that was phenomenal, and it was one of the biggest ones that they produced. So yeah, I mean, they just really did do some very, very good models. Now, moving forward to 2024, which is where we are now, so we're 15 years on since this particular model was produced. Do these come up very often on the platforms? Well, answer to your question for this one is no. I did spend quite some time looking on the platforms to see if I could actually see this particular version, and I couldn't find any of these anywhere. I did happen to find quite a few of the later version. There was a 2011 one, I think, that was released by Hasbro, which also had a remote control with it. There was quite a lot of those around. Most of them loose, though, very, very few of them in the packaging. But there was a lot of those on the platforms, but I couldn't find any of this particular one. So this does appear to be quite a rare model. However, this particular model is available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, and we do happen to have a couple of these. Again, this is from a closed down shop that shut down just after coming back from the COVID closures. Unfortunately, they were unable to make things work again after the closure and decided to retire, and we were fortunate enough to go in and buy out all of their stock, their shop stock and their stock in the storeroom. And these particular items were on their shelves in the shop. Have been for a number of years in actual fact, but unsold, and in perfect, obviously, mint condition. never out the box until I've taken it out the box to show you here. So those models are available to purchase on the Miles Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Wars items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website, and there will be something for everybody. And I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Republic Fighter Tank with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.